Well, hello Monster Jam fans, and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD video. Today, we're going to take a look at these brand new sneak peek images at the New York Toy Fair Spin Master Monster Jam booth. Welcome back, everyone. Today is a very exciting Spin Master day. It is one of those days where we see a lot of stuff that we have not seen before and get really hyped up for the future of this line. And I must admit that I have seen a lot of this stuff before, but it's great to see it again because I get to actually talk to you guys about it. And also the designers in Feld, of course, get to watch these videos and see your comments, suggestions, reactions, and also concerns about what's going on and what you guys want to see. So let's start here with the first thing. Some of today's photos come from O'Cluck Toys, and I'll tag her Instagram and YouTube in the description below so that you guys can follow her Instagram and YouTube. And also some come from Paul from Spin Master, one of the RC designers, so thank you, Paul, for these images up close. And I cannot wait. So let's start here with the arena set. This is the Max D Monster Dirt arena set. This will retail for $29.99 in the United States, and it will feature 2 pounds of Monster Dirt, an entire plastic arena, as well as some arena pod molds and other molds and accessories such as crush car molds, a backflip mold, and a couple accessory tools to move around the dirt, and of course your very own Max D Monster Truck exclusive. So we'll have a orange rimmed Max D with some mud treads on there. And following that, we have a Gravedigger Deluxe set. This thing looks super cool. It features one exclusive Gravedigger with mud treads and some accessories that we have not seen before, some different molds. It looks like a little starting gate and a figure, of course, inside there. The first Monster Dirt set to feature a figure in the set. So it's kind of following the singles line, which do feature these figures as well. And some more Monster Dirt news. We have the Zombie with black rims and Earthshaker with yellow rim play sets. I had a feeling they would do Earthshaker with the Monster Dirt because, of course, the truck does have dirt inside of its bed already, and the Zombie is obviously a very popular arena truck, so it's very cool to see with black rims. I think that looks so sick with the black rims. I'm not sure what the dark navy blue rims are from. They might just be a prototype, early prototype, but those are also there right there on the screen. And now moving on to one more Monster Dirt thing. This is a big deal for some people that are building their own tracks and stuff. There will be Monster Dirt recharge packs, something I've mentioned in the past before, but we never had photos of. So here's some photos of them. Although you can't see them very well, the little vertical green kind of container looking thing, that is the Monster Dirt recharge pack. I believe these will retail for $2.99 or $3.99 at Walmarts and Targets in little bins on the pegs. So basically you have underneath all the pegs, all the hanging trucks, you'll have the Monster Dirt sets, and right next to them a little pack of Monster Dirt recharge packs. So individually sold, I think they're 4 ounces of dirt for $3 or $2.99. So I'm not sure about that, but that's the price point. Very cheap for a little amount of Monster Dirt, enough to make at least one big jump or so. So not that bad of a deal for some Monster Dirt for those track builders. Very good recharge packs by Spin Master. And we're going to hold off the 1/64 scale trucks for right now. We're going to look at the 1/43rd. I don't have very clear images because I was taking screenshots out of her video. She never stopped and paused on the trucks, so it's very hard to get very clear images, so I apologize for that until we see some 1/64 scales. But here are the 1/43rd scales. You can see the Zombie, we have the Rev and Roar Zombie, El Toro Loco, Max D for the first time, and of course Earthshaker. I think we will have a couple more waves of the Rev and Roars this year. I don't know what else will be coming out for them, but this is the 1/43rd scale sneak peeks. And here are the 1/24 scale reveals. We have Earthshaker, Megalodon, Zombie, Gravedigger in the background, and of course the brand new Gold Max D. I'm not sure if that Gold Max D is based off of the custom concept one from the 1/64 scale Mix 2 design, which of course was the Silver Max D logos on the Gold Max D body, or if it's going to be the historically accurate version with the blacked out decals like Colton Eichelberger drove. But right next to it, this is a very interesting one that people actually won't know about until it comes out, because this body looks very different than what it will eventually look like. I want to tell you guys right now that this is actually not a chrome Gravedigger or a white paint Gravedigger. It's actually going to be an X-ray Gravedigger 1/24 scale. And of course it will feature those purple beadlocks, which looks beautiful. I have not seen a final product of the X-ray Gravedigger just yet, but just hearing a 1/24 scale X-ray truck for the first time ever in Monster Jam Diecast is awesome. So that's going to be a very interesting one to look out for this year. I definitely will be hunting down that one. Although I'm not collecting all the 1/24 scales, that will be one I go to the stores looking for. And now the time has come for the best part of this video. It is the 1/64 scale sneak peeks at the future of this year's trucks. So we have, starting off here at this first image, I will have closer up images on most of these. Here is the big layout of the display. There is a lot of early production prototypes here. So these actually weren't even produced in the factory yet. They're usually hand painted or custom decals by the designers themselves. So if you guys see some trucks with weird paint colors or odd looking bodies, that is early production. Actually, I should say pre-production prototypes. So these are not final production yet. These are set to come out later this year. So that's why they're taking their time with actually making them at the factories. First, they want to perfect them in the pre-production stage, and then of course send them to the factory to be made. That also avoids those weird variants that we saw in Mix 1. So it's better if they do it before they produce them. So anyway, I'll stop rambling on here. Here is the big image. You can see a few sneak peeks at Stinger Unleashed, Avenger Nomad World Finals 19 body, what appears to be Gravedigger number 7, which we will have an up close on in a bit here, the Black Pearl monster truck, the El Toro Loco with an orange roll cage, a black Higher Education, which actually is an inverse trucks, Matt Cody's Blue Thunder, and also the beautiful Gravedigger Leafer chassis truck. So this is actually Gravedigger number 2 when it was back as the blue truck. So there it is right there. We will get an up close on that in just a second. We also have a quick sneak peek at the Alien Invasion. So we have Alien Invasion right here with the purple rim zombie. I'm not sure if Alien Invasion will be coming out with the black panels on the bottom, which we will take a closer look at in just a moment here. It would be a very cool variation because that's how the original render looked. I don't know if the purple rim zombie will come out as well. I believe that was an early production prototype on the back of the box of the zombie playset. And yes, that is a yellow roll cage Max D. I'm not sure what they're going to use that for yet. Jurassic Attack is also in the background, and just directly to the left of those is the Overcast Megalodon, which we will also have an up close on in just a moment. The last thing I want to talk about before we go up to close-ups is another faraway image that we just saw on Instagram. It has a couple new trucks in it, and again, I apologize for the blurry image, but there is the Training Trucks Gravedigger for the first time ever being shown off to the public. It has chrome green rims. Those are likely going to be changed to solid green rims in the future, but who knows. It has a green roll cage, and of course it has Gravedigger written on its side panel with a little bit of green airbrushing. It looks like it might have part of the truck on there with the ghost. I can't tell from this angle, but we will hopefully get some close-ups, and I'll post some on my Instagram soon. I'll have to ask some Feld people who are there to take some close-up photos of that one. But there it is for the first time, the Training Trucks Gravedigger. And of course, directly behind that is the Captain's Curse from the Retro Rebels. It is on the Whiplash body, although I have to say I saw it in person before, and it's pretty cool. It has the red roll cage and black rims. And right in front of that, again, we get to see the Stinger Unleashed, which we will have a close-up on in just a moment. And here's right underneath these trucks, which you can't see in the original image, is Gravedigger the Legend and the Avenger Nomad once again, a kind of a back angle of it. So Gravedigger the Legend will be coming out separate. Again, it's coming out in the Retro Rebels. It is not the same thing as the Gravedigger number 2, which we just saw from far away, which we will also have a close-up on. And the last thing before we get into the 164 CO close-ups, I apologize for the little delay in that, but here is the Gravedigger. I'm not sure exactly what the name of the playset is, but it looks like it's a Gravedigger takedown set. Obviously a mascot style one, so it's not the Monster Dirt set, but it does feature one exclusive purple rimmed Gravedigger, which you guys will not be able to purchase outside of this pack this year. So now it is time for the close-ups of the trucks. So we're going to start here with the Jurassic Attack. I think it's probably one of the less important ones, but it is pretty cool to see it done by Spin Master. This is, I believe, an early mold. It might not be finalized, so the horns might be changed a little bit. They do look a little large, but I could be wrong. I think the real Jurassic Attack had pretty large shaped horns, and Mattel made them pretty small, so this might be more accurate. But there's the quick look around at Jurassic Attack right there. And next up is the Overcast Series Megalodon with those fierce-looking blue eyes and, of course, the blue logo. So basically what the Overcast Series will end up being is black and white bodies with their logos or special flames or whatever highlighted in the actual color of the original truck. So as you can see, the Megalodon has blue eyes and a blue logo, but the rest of the truck is black, white, and gray, just like kind of like an overcast day. So pretty much that's why the series is called that, which is very cool. I think that's one of the most unique series I've ever seen. And also following along the lines of weird colors mixed up, we have the Inverse Trucks Higher Education. It has been switched from a yellow bus to a black bus, and the logo has been switched from black to yellow. So basically anything that was black originally in the truck has been changed to yellow, and yellow tones have been changed to black. It does still feature the stop sign on the side there in white and red, and the front grille has been painted in again. It does have the yellow nitro neon style tires and black rims. It looks like charcoal in the photo, but I'm sure they'll be solid black in the future. And also, we have the Alien Invasion, as you can see in the background there. Here is the Alien Invasion prototype. It does feature green LED lights across the entire truck. It does feature the original render's black panel, which has been removed on the real truck. I don't think it actually ever ran with the actual little panel, the control panel there, but that is on the prototype of the Spin Master one. I believe on the poster image it is removed as well. It would be very cool to see a variation of that. I think it would be awesome just because they did do some of the original render styles for their actual trucks, so it would be cool to see Alien Invasion with 2 different versions. Of course, it does feature a green roll cage and green rims. Alien Invasion, super cool truck, and definitely one to look forward to, I'd say. And next up is the Stinger Unleashed, one of the coolest trucks I think of this year. It is in prototype stage, so it does look a little odd. I'm not sure if they're going to keep the chrome rims or the blue roll cage, but for right now, there's the rough prototype of it. You got the cool wrap all across the grille and up to the hood, and of course the roof and the back panel. So very nice. We have never had a Stinger Unleashed before, so it's very nice to see it finally. And we're getting into the big boys here. So we got the Black Pearl monster truck. As far as I've heard, Black Pearl might have some issues, so we'll see what happens with Black Pearl this year or next year, but it's definitely in production and getting ready to gear up for either 2020 or 2019. This thing looks insane though. They got the grille wrap around the entire actual edge of the headlights and stuff, and of course the entire truck just looks so sick. I can totally wait a year, but hopefully maybe they'll fix out whatever errors they're working on there with Black Pearl. But Black Pearl, I think, is just one of those trucks that we have to have because Cole Vernard is doing absolutely insane this year in the 2019 season of Monster Jam, and I cannot wait for this guy to make it to World Finals and just definitely go for that World Finals freestyle win and maybe even racing in 2-wheel skills, but we'll see. And the next one up is the Gravedigger number 7 prototype. So basically with the Gravedigger 7, we have vintage tires based off the Goodyear and Firestones of the good old days. We got the standard chassis that we are using for the 2019 series, and also the Gravedigger 7 graphics, which will be worked on. These are not the final graphics. They look a little odd because they are early production, pre-production prototypes. But the fact that they got the vintage tires and rims on there is absolutely insane because, of course, Mattel did their flashback series with the BKT Hot Wheels tires. The people at Spin Master wanted to go big, and they definitely did with this awesome looking tire set and, of course, Gravedigger body. The fact that they went back and did this is awesome. And then we have the Avenger Nomad World Finals 19 body, one of my favorites of the year, if not my favorite. I don't know yet because Big Kahuna hasn't come out, but this is going to look insane. The chrome rims are not final production. They will be solid orange, I believe, in the future, so don't worry about those. But this body is absolutely beyond what I expected. They do have the front cut grille on there. They have the headlight mold. They have the entire wagon-style body, and this is just going to be a beauty when they finally get that emerald green paint on there, the decals, and of course the hood decal with the nice slot machine and the Sam's Town logo. So cannot wait for Avenger. It's going to be probably one of the best trucks of the year. And of course it does feature, as far as we can see here, a gray roll cage, which will be good for customizers. And the final truck we have to talk about today is probably the best one out of all of them. I have to say so for myself here at least. This is the Gravedigger number 2 prototype. They will be making some vintage trucks, it looks like now. So here's one of them. We have the Gravedigger number 2 blue panel truck. This is a prototype as well. They don't have all the logos on there yet, but this is going to be one of the best trucks I think of this year as well. This features such accurate detailing. Of course, the front bar, you get the entire shape of the casting exactly how it used to look. They did add zoomies. I think that's an extra touch they actually added by themselves. I don't think that ever ran zoomies. But there are zoomies sticking out of the engine right there. There they are there with the zoomies. The vintage Gravedigger does feature those same tires and rims, a vintage chassis completely redone just for this truck. And if we take a look at the doors, this is an awesome view. Here are the back doors. It looks like they will be able to do some back doors if they ever do a Grandma Gravedigger with this casting. Now we have to assume that if they're going to make an expensive casting like this, they're going to reuse it. And if they make Grandma Gravedigger with the gold rims in the entire wrap correctly, that will be absolutely insane with the back doors painted in exactly how they should be. That would really blow anything else we've seen out of the water, I think, especially because of how vintage that truck will look and authentic. So basically that is it. That is the first real giant sneak peek image towards the second half of this year of Spin Master trucks. We are only kind of in Mix 2. We're supposed to be still in Mix 1, but Mix 2 has still yet to reach all the stores around the United States and, of course, the world. So we're still very, very early in this year, but these little prototypes and stuff give us glimpses at what we're going to see in the future, gets us hyped up and ready for more Spin Masters. So these are amazing. Thank you so much, Spin Master, for designing such great-looking trucks, and I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. This is Ryan of Monster Jam OCD, signing out.